Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. Said you can't keep a good man down. Baby doll will argue with you. Good man prefers to go down. We got the Dewclaw here in his safety slippers. Never fails but you get your summer rig driving. I doubled the value of this. I put gas in the tank. Beautiful winter tires on her. And the clutch started slipping. And by started slipping, I mean finally will deliver no torque to the rear wheels at all. Here's the free play of the pedal.
Oh, no, not yet, keep going. Oh, right there.
She got about 20 thou a throw, a couple of Isklov cylinders, and a clutch named Luck. We got the technical tarp up, or down, protect you from the pokey bits and the ragweed. Oh, it's like it never fucking ends. Look at this. Yeah, you just keep dancing around over there, Toes McGee. Is it time for second breakfast? Pro tip, and only for a second. If your U-joints, your universal joints are okay, they're not Brunelled, they don't have a detent in there and you're gonna reuse them, they haven't got many hours on them, it's best to tape the caps on so you don't lose them. You smell that? That, my friends, is the heady bouquet of room to work.
Look, my whole hand goes all the way in here. I can even stick two hands in here.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just imagine, what everyone back in the day, what people had to put up with. Like room, intakes. You're lucky if the header isn't plastic these days, man. That Fiesta I rented that one time, man. The exhaust was plastic, like coming right off the engine. Everything was put together with like fucking electrical tape, and it was. I couldn't believe it. They lost their ability to make a fucking car. They fucked it up so long that they just completely forgot how to even make a car. Like, this is the kind of engine where you rip something out and it runs better, right?
Look at that stack up. I was wondering how he was gonna do it without slipping and sliding on frozen mud, but this is how baby doll feels, I'm sure. Turn your head and the deed is done. That's
Took 5 tries, 10 turns around the yard to get all the right wood pieces.
Dewclaw doing the P90X underneath of the truck. That's the hardest part of the whole thing, is rolling around, getting your ab workout. Problem with me doing an ab workout is the Miller muscle tends to get bigger instead of more defined.
When you only got one big ab, it's a little...
They took out the cross member and the prop shaft. What else did he do?
I got the starter out.
Starter out. He's
got all
got
the bolts out.
That plastic gear is the thermometer.
Got the
what tells you how fast you're going.
Hydraulic clutch tube.
Now we got a Rochambeau to find out who assumes the position of squatting. What you do is you saddle that upper cross member there, and you put your feet to either side of the transmission, and you fucking heave-ho like you're trying to move the earth. Oh yeah, she's free. It's just a shaft.
So,
Yeah, you're free. You're clear.
so should I drop it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to kind of help me steady it here while I... Not the prettiest, but...
Oh fuck. There she goes.
Yeah. Just watch. So he's basically ready to fall off the back here. But...
Well, let her fall off then. Fuck it.
Just pull that back. Okay.
That doesn't matter. Jesus Christ.
Let's paint that fucking Hammer's hard. What do you want to do? No? She's gonna fall. Hold on a second. What are you gonna do here? Put something in the front.
I say we just get out of the way and we'll push it over. Yeah, that's good. There. Now we got one less thing to worry about falling. Behold the terrible majesty. If this makes you wonder how we're gonna get it back in, you're not wrong.
That's tomorrow's fucking problem. So.
That's future Duclaw's problem. There she be, the ion drive out of the Millennial Falcon. Diaphragm spring, clutches, flywheel, pressure plate. So the diaphragm springs, you push these in, they pivot and take the force off of the pressure plate, which allows the friction plate to spin freely. The friction plate, of course, is splined to the shaft, input shaft of the transmission, and all this entire thing rotates with the flywheel of the engine.
Yeah, we just gotta head to Los Angeles tomorrow, get a few parts, you know, maybe.
I want some power converters.
Con a few parts.
So here's the spline shaft input of the transmission. That's where the friction disc goes onto. This is called the pilot bearing. This sits in the center of the flywheel, and this is the throwout bearing. So this is what actuates on those fingers of the diaphragm clutch in order to engage and disengage the clutch itself. This is actuated hydraulically. So when you depress the pedal, you're sending hydraulic pressure to some of these guys, and it pushes on those fingers, reduces the amount of torque it'll transmit. I haven't had this truck too long, and you always find the oddest stuff when you buy worn out junk. Somebody tried to convert this to automatic by putting automatic transmission fluid in the gearbox. I'm not sure that's how a slush box works, but here's the clutch and some bad news. You know, not looking too great. And here's your trouble. Plenty of meat left on her, which is bad news for the clutch cylinder, meaning there's probably something wrong with the hydraulic circuit rather than the clutch itself. Other than being wholly contaminated with schmoo, it seems like there's nothing really wrong with it. Drain the oil out of her, make sure that the plugs come out. This is the fill. We won't fill it back up until we get it in so that we don't have shit coming out the tail end. See how well worn in she is. Ooh. No big chunks.
Is there a magnet on the end of that?
Yeah, it's making a little bit of never squeeze, but pretty much par for the course. Master clutch cylinder. Reservoir. Not quite bone dry, but the Duclaw went out and splurged on an in situ flywheel surfacer. 120 grit. It's got some heat checks on it, but you know.
So what? That's just really hard material there, I guess now.
Well, it's hard now because it's got some carbon in from the friction plate and all the oil, and then it got hotted up, and then it got cooled down, and it got hotted up, and it got cooled down, and
those plates are not good when they get oil in them.
No, they're not particularly loving grease.
Yeah, what? I'm sure we look at it long enough, it's gonna get done.
Why is procrastination so popular?
Because it's the legendary no-fail scenario.
No, it's a thing. You stab your right foot down, you pop your left foot up, you give her all the beans, and she fucks right off. Or till she fucks right off.
There we go. It's finally starting to come together.
It rhymed in my head.
Couple more shots at it, I'm sure you'll get it. Getting hot.
Getting hot. Duclaw's machining and alignment tool in situ again. Nothing but the finest equipment available. If you ain't got the tools for doing a job, you can't do the job.
Oh yeah, beauty.
Fits.
Yep. We'll just use that. The teeth will just make.
We got a looky, Lou. 12 o'clock.
Hey, why don't you guys buy yourself a hoist?
We're too poor. No money. Who's the old fella with the fucking good ideas?
And if they're not, they'll still tell you anyway. Perfection is my middle name.
You stab your left foot down, you pop your right foot up, you give her all the gas, and you haul some ass. It's getting better. It's getting better.
Okay, I've made the tool.
How can that clutch not be on there yet?
All right. I think I'm ready. I'm ready, coach.
Doing. Doing it in Tokyo. Doesn't work for my wife either. High-tech redneckery here at the Hip Helper 9000. Now, sometimes it occurs to me that some of these projects might be worth paying somebody else to do. Duclaw, close your ears. It just never ends. The happy fun times Saturday night prior to the parts place being closed on Sunday. You guessed it. Fucking counter monkey got us again. Eh? Eh? It's like they just love to see your face. Like they can't get enough of you. I spent hundreds in that place over the course of a couple decades. And they still treat me like a shit.
So wait, you want me to throw this baked bean back in there? Or what?
Tempting.
Just a little brake clean.
Just a little brake clean. It's still good. It's still good.
I don't like the sounds of that. Look, just in time for bringing the parts back, I found all the parts we need.
It was right there in the box. Whoever looks in the box. Also, it's weird in the instructions. They tell you to throw out the bearing. The fucking thing's brand new. E tu, carnal.
Put yourself down, pick yourself up. Yeah, so para la mañana, en la mañana, the parts will be here.
All right. So, I guess that makes it a successful mission. It's beer o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, got no parts, can't work.